I used to think I had good sex and knew what good sex was, but now it's at a totally different level. Hey guys, I'm Alex Grendy, a men's sex coach here to help you overcome performance anxiety in the bedroom and become the best lover you can be. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bells on so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. In this video today, I'm gonna talk about how you can have better sex and the 4 biggest keys to having the best sex of your life. For me, the first key to unlocking better sex was having sober sex. For almost all of my life, my sexual experiences included some sort of substance, whether it was alcohol or marijuana. For me, I was a habitual marijuana smoker for decades, and I used to smoke every single day. And that meant every time I was intimate with a new partner, or even my girlfriends at the time, I always smoked weed before I had sex. At the time, I thought smoking weed was the best thing in the world, and it complemented sex so much, and it felt so amazing. And this is how I masturbated. I used to smoke weed and masturbate every day. So of course that carried into my bedroom habits with partners. Now, what I didn't realize is that while there were pleasurable sensations happening in my body because of the cannabis, I was also completely checking out of my mind. So in my experience, I was not present at all during sex. And this is sad for me because I had some partners that I was really deeply in love with that I wanted to be able to connect to, but at that time I just didn't have the capacity, and I needed to smoke in order to check out a little bit and be able to disassociate. And I had sex in a way that was just to kind of feel pleasure. It wasn't about intimacy for me. And that's something that I missed for such a long portion of my life, where I said sex is just pleasure. You know, doesn't have to have so much meaning. It doesn't have to be such a deep connection. It can just be pleasure. It can just be fun. And yes, it can be that, but I was missing out on the deeper piece, which is that beautiful, loving connection and intimacy with your partner. And when I was high, I was somewhere else, you know? Like I said, while I was feeling good in my body and I was in pleasure, I was not connected to my partner at all. Usually, because of at that time, I was always masturbating to porn, I saw sex as a performance. So I was trying to perform, and to me, that meant I had to ejaculate. So one of the things I used to do is I would watch porn before a partner would come over, so I had material fresh in my head to be able to then go there so I could ejaculate during sex. And because I was so afraid that, oh, if I didn't ejaculate, she would maybe be upset and think that I wasn't attracted to her. So there was all these different pressures and performance anxieties that were just kind of stacking on top of each other that led to me having this disconnected experience and being way more in my head than I was actually connected and present with my partner. So looking back, you know, it's a bit sad to think that I missed out on so much of this beautiful intimacy and connection and being present with my partners and sharing that love. And of course, now that I am capable and love doing that now, it's like, wow, the pleasure just expands so much more, and there's so much more energy and love, and sparks are flying. Like, the difference between when I was having drunk sex or high sex compared to what I'm experiencing now is just like night and day. It's not even possible to compare the two. So in my experience, being able to start having sober sex can really unlock your pleasure potential and make you experience that beautiful, connected, deep, intimate sex, which can just blow the lid off your pleasure experience. The second key to having better sex and having the best sex of your life, in my opinion, is to stop thinking of sex as a performance. Like I mentioned before, part of this experience of me getting high or drunk was because I thought I had to perform and I needed to get this job done a certain way. And these tools would enable me to do that. But actually, thinking of sex like a performance puts so much pressure on us. And when we feel pressure and we feel stress, we're unable to feel that pleasure. So being able to go into a sexual experience not thinking that it has to result in an ejaculation or that it has to result in an orgasm for women. So removing all of this performance mindset and instead just being present, being able to experience your partner and seeing what happens instead of trying to force a result and making sex so goal-oriented. When you take that off the table and you just make it this fun, playful experience, it just makes sex so much more enjoyable. Instead of it being this serious pressure, so much on the line type of activity, it can become this fun, creative, loving, and just really easeful and playful way to spend time with your partner, feel pleasure, and have beautiful sexual experiences. The third biggest key to having the best sex of your life is to know your pleasure. That means exploring yourself and all over your body through self-pleasure, through masturbation. We are responsible for our own pleasure. It's really important for you to be able to explore your body, know your likes and dislikes, really be able to connect to yourself. And that means exploring yourself through self-pleasure and masturbation. When you know your body and you know what feels good for you and you're able to tap into that, not only when you're with yourself, but when you're with your partner, you're gonna be able to also share and express how much pleasure you're in. And this is such a beautiful thing to experience. When your partner's in deep pleasure, it makes you feel pleasure. So being able to connect to your own pleasure through self-pleasure, through masturbation, is such a key factor to unlocking the best sex of your life. How you practice with yourself is how you're gonna show up when you are with your partner. So make sure you really explore yourself and learn what you love, what you don't love, and that will unlock so much pleasure potential between you and your partner. The fourth biggest key to unlocking the best sex of your life is communication. Now that you've started to explore your body and you're connecting with yourself through self-pleasure and masturbation, it's important to share these likes and dislikes with your partners. As men, there's this pressure that we feel like we're supposed to know what every girl wants and that we have the secret tricks to making every girl have an orgasm. But the truth is, you need to be able to communicate. You need to know what your partner likes. Each woman is completely different. And each man is completely different as well. Being able to share what you like, what you don't like, so your partner knows exactly what to do. We are not mind readers. We don't magically know what people like and don't like. So it's really important to open up that communication, and that gives you the opportunity to pleasure your partner in a way that you wouldn't have been able to do before. So this is a complete game changer. When you're intimate with your partner and you're able to ask, hey, how does this feel? Do you like this? And they're able to communicate, no, actually, I'd like you to do it this way. And then they're in pleasure and they're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you can take them to those deeper places, knowing exactly what they like. And just because one partner liked a certain thing doesn't mean your next partner will too. So that's why it's so important to be able to take it slow, share, and ask, hey, do you like it when I do this? Do you like this pressure? Do you like when I touch you like this? And you can get that feedback so you know exactly what your partner wants and give them the most pleasure possible. So yeah, guys, being able to ask for what you want during sex and share your likes and dislikes is such a huge factor, and the final factor to being able to unlock the best sex of your life. If you're looking to learn more and become the best lover you can be and connect deeper through intimacy and love, click the link in my description for my free training on how you can last as long as you want in the bedroom and pleasure any woman in ways she'll never forget. I hope this video was of value to you, and if it was, click the like button, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment below. Do you feel like you can have better sex when you open up that communication, learn about your likes and dislikes, and get out of that performance mindset? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, and feel free to suggest topics for new videos. I'm Alex Grendy from Superior Lovers, and I'll see you around.